We rolling! Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Three Pros and a Podcast.
Hey everybody, what's up? We're back at it again with myself, Chad Skelly, and the bad man, Bubba Jenkins, for another episode of Three Pros and a Pod. What's up, fellas? How's everybody doing this week?
What up, what up, what up?
So, man, just living the dream. Someone's dream, I'm sure.
Not my dream, I know that.
Oh, come on now.
I have nightmares.
We 30 days out, man. I'm feeling good. We in fight time, so I'm in a good spot right now.
Yeah, so 30 days. What's up, bro? How you feel? You might as well make this like a pre-fight interview.
Right? Y'all want interviews? Y'all go to my podcast. I ain't doing no more interviews. No, I'm feeling good, man. I'm fighting this little scratchy chest, new weather changing in Vegas kind of thing that I got going on. But other than that, man, it's no different from other camps. You know, you get that your body gets tearing down a little bit, and you got to listen to it and get the little knick-knack injuries out of the way. You know, it's 30 days left, so usually within that last 30 days, you get these little pinky toe, fucking wrists, you know, little small shit like that. So it's just staying in task at hand and moving forward. That's all.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm in Vegas, man. First thing I pack when I go to Vegas all the time is my chapstick. Dry as fuck, boy.
Yes,
It's like my lips are chapped before the plane even lands.
yeah, no, it's bad, and the weather changing is no good. I just got back from Hawaii, so being back here is just, yeah, chapstick is much needed for sure. I got one of those big ass coconut butter ones that get all over you.
Oh man,
Like the cocoa butter sticks, like the ones you rub on your kneecaps.
Yeah, the cocoa butter stick. That's how bad it is. I just put that fat ass thing on my face. Make sure.
Hey, you want me to tell you a story about cocoa butter?
Let's hear it.
When I was a kid growing up, about like so I was like just hit puberty, probably going like 13, 14 years old. The only lotion that my
Damn,
mom
you hit
put around the
puberty
house-
late.
Yeah. No, I hit puberty real late, actually. I didn't even have any armpit hair my freshman year, fucking going into my sophomore year, whatever. Fuck you. You're focused on the wrong part of the story.
I'm listening to the story, bro. My bad. All right.
So the only lotion we had around the house, my mom had cocoa butter. I mean, that was like the lotion we had at the house.
She dating
So
a
of
black
course-
dude?
So of course I'm going through puberty, you know, doing my thing, get a fucking hard on with a stiff breeze, jerking off only with cocoa butter. Now every time a
What?
black girl walks past me, I get a chubby. It's like Pavlov's dogs, you know what I'm saying?
That's funny. That's weird. You even use lotion. I don't use lotion. I dry rub.
What?
Yeah, fucking. Why am I waste my lotion? Like I spent good money on this fucking lotion, but waste it? Hell no.
Oh.
Us black people, we got better uses for our lotion. Sorry.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. We
No, I don't
lotion.
even put, like-
We put lotion on so much that my hands is in my hands already. Like I got lotion ready. I'm already fucking locked and loaded, baby.
There's gonna be some perspiration, something on this motherfucker. Let me
I don't even put lotion on my skin. I only use it to jerk off.
Your whole body's dry, but your dick's just smooth and fucking refreshed.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's fucking
Parents
funny.
got sweetness to them and everything.
Why are we always referencing the jacking off? Like it's the second show, second time.
Cass usually brings it on. That's how
It is, right?
So it's a popular subject.
For you, that is. Yeah, we know you spent your times at high school.
Oh, high school? What, 10 minutes before I got on here?
You're probably jacking off right now. Shit.
Well, I mean, you can only see me. From... Not even wearing pants.
Exactly. Yeah. So what's been going on in like sports in the world? Like
Man, those fights this weekend, though. How about them?
the Dubai fights, yeah. I only
thought-
watched the co-main and the main, but what'd you guys feel on them?
I didn't see all of them, but I just thought that Usman would have a little bit I kind of expected it to go that way, being that Chimaev was who he was coming into it, expecting to fight somebody else, and then getting the victory and kind of I'm just better conditioned and more prepared than you kind of way. I kind of see it going that way. It was obvious, but I just felt that Usman could get him just because his wrestling ability was is his top level. But it was an awesome fight.
I felt for one, I feel like the fight looked set up. Like something looked weird to me. Like I know Kamaru, like I've trained with him. Like we go way back. He's a dog. He's aggressive. When he smells blood, he attacks. And Chimaev let off the gas after that first round, regardless if he broke his hand or not. That was Kamaru's time to really put the pedal to the metal. And I know it's tough. He hasn't been training. It was short notice, but I would have liked to see a lot more like push from his corner, like a lot more yelling, a lot more for him to go in there and take the fight, because he definitely gave him an opportunity to do it. I would like to kind of see that one back on a full camp.
Yeah, he needed a little more off, a little more push, like you said, a little more volume. Chimaev didn't push the tank in the second, so yeah, it would have been.
It looked like they both just got paid to go in there and, hey guys, go move around, do a little bit. Don't try to kill each other. Don't try to kill him or something, and give the fans something to watch a little bit. And I don't know. I like both the guys. Both guys are tough. Both guys are talented, but I thought the fight sucked. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the greatest fight. Of course, I'm a little biased. Obviously I wanted Usman to win. So when the fight went that way, I wasn't the happiest with it. I do think, with a full camp, he comes back. I think Usman can win that fight.
Yeah, I just wanted to see some urgency. Like, I was pissed. Like, somebody yell, get in Kamaru's face, fire him up, tell him to go out there and push. He pushes the pace in that second and third round, bro. He gets out with a win. And he fights Strickland. And I think that on him on the camp, that's an easy win for him. He dominated him already. And he goes in, and now he's a 2-division champ. More in the history books for him. Now where does he go? Knows.
In the last
here's a question. So Usman had Henry and Trevor Whitman in his corner. Do you feel like with two head striking coaches like that in your corner, you think that two guys that don't generally work together, so they don't have the dynamic?
I think that was bad. I think that was detrimental. I don't think that, because they have both different styles. They both come from different backgrounds. They both look at the game and take the game separate. I've worked with both of them. I like Trevor, but, Henry's my guy. He cleaned up all my striking for years, so I wouldn't be in this position I would be without him. But, yeah, maybe he was in there. He got confused, hearing too much of different things, and nobody was really on the same page. But like I said, I think they just went out there and got paid.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, fuck it, right? I mean, that's why we're here, and it's like, especially for like Usman. What does Usman have to prove at this point? He doesn't have anything to prove.
Yeah,
he's like, all right,
That's
I'll take this on a few days' notice. I don't have anything to prove. I don't have anything to lose. The only thing I have to gain is a fucking pocket full of money.
And the check is beautiful. I'm assuming the check had to be beautiful to get a champion like that, to save the card, late notice. It's kind of hard to pay I don't know what the price was, but it's kind of hard to pay a man that much, right? And then have the odds kind of stacked against them, and being up a weight class, and then really have that urge to try to win. It's just like, I'm cool with the opportunity that has presented itself. Yes, reaching for greatness would have been that extra oomph that me and Mike are talking about, but you can't blame a man for being human. When them checks come in and them sheets are silk, it's hard to get up.
Yeah, of course. But like, I think it's still there. I think if he really wants to put on some weight and stay at middleweight and chase another title, I definitely think it's possible. I mean, he fought that on 10 days notice and had a chance to take it. That was like best case scenario. He lost a close decision to somebody that people thought were going to go in and kill him. He survived that first round, and it was just kind of a standstill after that.
Well, not to mention that the champ is somebody he's already beat. I mean, it was a long time ago, but he still has already beat Strickland,
I think he walks through Strickland again, even at middleweight.
Yeah, I think he can take him down for sure. But so another fight, a fight that I thought was pretty cool. So I was there cornering Jinh Yu Frey, and so we were the second fight on the card. The first fight on the card was this crazy looking one-eyed Russian dude.
Yeah, I heard he
Garo
was real deal.
Magomedov. Yeah, you know that dude's got a video of him like fighting a guy in the mall, basically.
I saw that.
I've seen a
Yeah,
lot about this guy. Not only his fighting, but some stuff that has happened out of the cage and things like that. I'm not sure that he's the biggest fan favorite right now because of some of his history. If I could get more on that, I would have a better understanding of him. But yeah, his fighting style looks crazy, but apparently he's like not a good dude.
Really? I mean, I didn't watch the fight, but he won a decision. How crazy is his fighting style? Like, he
Right.
has so much hype behind him. And I looked at, I'm like, wait, he won a decision?
well, I'll tell you. So he's the only person. Is he from Dagestan?
Yeah, but he doesn't
He's-
wrestle.
He's the only guy from Dagestan that doesn't wrestle. Like, honestly, the easiest takedowns ever for Bruno Silva. He did more damage off of his back than Bruno Silva.
That's
did
why he won.
from on top.
Because, yeah, I
Yeah.
saw him on his back. I was like, how do you win a decision like that?
But I mean, the first round was pretty crazy. I mean, they were going back and forth. They had hurt each other a couple times. It was a good fight. As far as the out of the cage stuff, that's he's gonna have to clean that stuff up. You can't. I mean,
What is it? Like, shit he said? Like, terrorist ties shit? Like,
from what
Is
I
he a
understand,
Muslim?
The guy that he beat up, he basically like fought him because the guy was like hugging on his girl in public or kissing his girl in public. or
oh,
something.
that's real deal over there.
I mean,
Like, I was over there. I went to corner Desmond Green tune, in Chechnya. And we were in the mall or something like that, and like some girl kind of looked my way, and I looked back and kind of said hi to her, and bro, the look on her face, I was like, I'll never do that again, because I felt like I did something wrong and in danger. Like, her face went right to the ground, and her friends just like completely like beelined and like walked off. And fast forward, the same day we were at a party, and they had like everybody, like the Chechnyan president was there, all the security guards, everybody was there, and one of the hostess or like the servers were like smiling at me and Desmond or whatever or something like that. And I was like, bro, I don't think they need to do that. I bullshit you not. We did not see this girl the rest of the night. And this was like when we first got there. So we were there for like 2 hours or so. We didn't see her after that happened. So I'm wondering if something like really did happen and is that serious over there where it's just not allowed in public.
yeah, I don't know. That's strange, man.
They
That's
probably
strange.
took her ass in the basement and left her there. I mean, shit, who knows?
For good.
Yeah, for good. She might still be down there, and that was like 6 years ago. But
Yeah,
like,
she's married now.
yeah, but
She lives there now.
it's crazy over there, man. The Russian president had his little like alert button in his hand while he's dancing. I'm like, bro, I'm not even getting close. Like, I want nothing to happen. Like, because they're just sitting in the party with AK-47s, like it's just normal.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird, man.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of those guys, what did you guys think of that main event?
I mean, fuck. What can you say about it? Makachev, I mean, he came out and kicked him in the head. He looked good. Obviously, I mean, there's not much to say about it. Same thing with Alexander Volkanovski, though. A guy comes in on super short notice, something like that, against one of the best in the entire world. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you
What
expect?
was he saying after his fight? Like, I think wasn't he trying to play like a victim role or like getting emotional and talk about like,
Volk?
yeah, Volk. I was talking
didn't
about.
understand what he was saying, but I got the demeanor of like doing something to him. That loss devastated him in a way that you normally don't get from us champions. When you lose like that, it comes with it's the next play mentality.
I think even before that, he was saying something about how he was going through like mental shit or something. It was like,
Yeah, I saw some clips like he has to fight or something like that, or he'll go through an emotional and mental problem during the breaks or something like that. I don't know. Chaz might know more about it, but I feel like Chaz, you're our facts guy. We're like we question shit. Give us the facts.
So yeah, I did watch his interview, and he was saying that basically what he was saying was like he has a hard time when he's not fighting, so he has to like continue fighting. So when this opportunity came up, he was just going through it, having not fought for a while. He was just kind of going through it. I kind of compare it, and I'm not comparing the same like mental deals because I know that Tyson Fury, I don't know if you've heard anything about Tyson Fury's deal, but that guy's like bipolar,
Yeah.
if he's not in fight camp, he's like kind of wigging out, he's kind of here and there. I'm sure he's a great guy, but just that's his own words, I don't know if he has anything like that. I wonder if it's just something he gets a little down, gets a little depressed, when he's not in camp. I mean,
I have a hard time like realizing that or even like seeing it. Like, what's so hard? And I would like to sit and talk to him because like from the outside looking in, everything looks great, bro. You're the champion. You haven't lost in a while. I'm sure you got good money. Like, you're getting depressed because you're not in training camp. Go train. Like, I think it's almost like he was like trying to play a victim role and bring the attention to him after getting knocked out. It's like, listen, bro, everybody loses. Everybody gets knocked out. Like, fucking go home.
Yeah, woe was me. I lost. I've never felt this.
Oh my God, I'm crying. Like, bro, you're supposed to be one of the baddest dudes in the world. Like, he is. Why are you playing a victim role now? Like, fucking stop. You got knocked out. Okay, like,
you got head kicked. Shit happens.
Shit happens. Yeah,
you
like
sound like a real bitch right now. You sounding really emotional.
A real emotional little bitch. And it's like, like, bro, you're not even supposed to be like that. Like, were you this emotional when you were 300 pounds? Like, I don't think so. Like, and he's bad, bro. So, like, you don't act like that, bro. Just fucking stand up, wipe your shoulders off, and say, all right, I got you on the next fight. Which I don't think they will.
I wish I was as manly as you are, Michael.
It's not even about being manly, Chaz.
I wish I never showed any emotion like you.
Bro, no, bro. I show emotion, trust me, but it's just
I mean, we almost had an intervention for my man, and we're hoping that Volk's okay for the next coming up because he did sound desperately depressed. Like we need to watch for what his weekends is gonna look like after this because we don't know where he's at.
He's got a wife, he's got a family, he's got money. He should be fucking fine. He's healthy. Get your ass up. And
was he crying? Did I see him cry?
I don't know. I've cried after fights.
He was tearing up. But...
Yeah, I've cried after fights.
Yeah, I've cried after fights. It happens.
Well, shit, hell yeah. As a fighter, as a warrior, bro, when you expect something to go your way, as a man, I'm gonna beat him. And then you don't get that win, you get beat by him, bro. Sometimes that should have taken it.
Don't take the fight on 10 days notice. Sure. He took the fight on 10 days notice, and that's his like major excuse for after it happened. Like, oh, I want to play a victim role. It's like, why? He's got a big fight with Topuria coming up soon. I don't know how soon, but like that's another fight for him to.
You can't go into that fight with that interview. Like, oh
right?
Man, that if I was Topuria, I'd be like, you know what? It's about my time. It's looking good. It's looking good.
Yeah. He's like off. So I don't know.
But either way, I mean, whatever. Yeah, I think personally, I feel like and I'm not downplaying. Like I know that people have mental illness and this and that. Shit, I've gotten depressed and had a hard time and shit. I just think all that shit's a little overplayed because I feel like you can always get yourself out of that. I mean, it's like
I agree.
Yeah, it is.
But everybody goes through those ebbs and flows, those peaks and those valleys that's life, man. That's life. And that's in training camp, can be even more what do you say, like magnified because
we signed up for this. That is our life. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with, sons and daughters and everyday life being a parent. And then you got to deal with being a fighter. And then you got to deal with being a human. And then you got to deal with being a man. So these are categories that have their own extenuous, circumstances. So it's a lot, especially being a fighter. And that is your only occupation. We get it out the mud with our fists in our hands. So it's like, that can play a big detriment when we're right mentally.
Yeah, you got to just say fuck it and keep going. Like I know it's tough. Like that's why I can kind of speak on that. Like it's not because me being like a man. Like Chaz, I fucking hit rock bottom so many times, bro. And even when I've been in the UFC and I've been doing good, I still find a way to hit rock bottom. Like I don't get it. Like I'd rather I fuck up my fight money or I lose a fight and then fuck all that up and just get real emotional and just sit on my couch in my room for like a week and fucking smoke and not even leave, and then finally try to get up to go do something. So I get it, but I kind of keep mine like bottled in because honestly, nobody cares. Like nobody cares.
Hey, I'm with you on. I was just fucking with you, but yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that. Like, there was a point, you know, at it was at Sanford when I was there. I've always been the type. I love being in the gym. You know, I love being there because I like talking shit. I like just being around the guys. You know, I mean, you know how it is when we're in the gym. We're always
Camaraderie.
Yeah.
up. But dude, there came a point, and I don't even know why. I don't even know why. I think it was I'd taken so many injuries. I was getting scared to get hurt or something. I was just tired of being hurt all the time. I would get dressed for practice, sit on the edge of my bed, and feel like I was just gonna fucking cry. Like I was like, dude, I don't want to go. I'm not going to practice.
Yeah, and then you won't even fucking go.
Not
Yeah,
going.
that's what happens. That's exactly what happens, bro. Like I felt that like after my Emmett fight, like that's one of the only times that I've like actually like really like cried. Like I was picking my girlfriend up and I just had like a moment in the car where I just started screaming, bro. Somebody probably pulled up next to me like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? Like it's like I just had a release. I had to scream and get all that shit out and shed a few tears.
It's not easy though. What we do is very, very difficult, man. I mean, to balance it like we do, to not kick everybody's head off that we see or who disrespects us in the street, to not put a good combination on a civilian that we've been practicing on.
They put a good combination in it.
I'm gonna try this shit. And you're like, man, shit, I'm about to see if this 6-punch combination will work on your
I
ass.
just been practicing this.
Hell yeah. You know,
Mike,
like, what, 2 hours
I'm
today?
I'm not gonna lie though, Mike. If I was whooping someone's ass like you were whooping Emmett's ass, and then just had a 1 second memory lapse and lost like that, I'd have a good cry too.
Bro, heartbreaking,
That
bro.
shit,
Heartbreaking.
I almost
And
cried. I'm not gonna lie. I almost cried for you. I was fucking.
and the
tore up
thing
about
is, like the whole world was like, oh, this fight's over. Like I heard people were like leaving to go get a drink because it was 30 seconds left. Like I might even thought in my head a little bit. I heard all my friends were at home like, oh yeah, it's over with. Like watching the TV, turning it off. And like, wait, what happened? Like this motherfucker just got knocked out and fucking like a wild punch. And I remember we were walking out and Greg Jones is with me and I was walking back to the back and some dude from the stands screams out like, that's how you just got knocked the fuck out or something. And I'm like, of course, I'm still like pissed off. I'm aggressive. I'm turning around trying to find out who did it and like who said it. And Greg's got to like grab me and push me in the back and emotions. Like that's almost the shit. Like, what do you guys think about Slap League? You think they go through the same shit? I watched it last night. I watched it last night. I have to get y'all take on this because it is the funniest shit on TV,
Listen, I don't
hands
think
down.
I think they go through the ebbs and flows, like the crying and feeling like you didn't win. It's a coin toss. You get slapped and knocked the fuck out and you don't get your chance to slap them. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would have a cry in a car, but I mean, you didn't really get an opportunity to put your best skill at forward. I guess.
Dude, it's so different. Like what we do,
It's
what we
stupid.
do, we put our heart and soul in the room. We leave our heart and soul in the fucking practice room. Our practices are so hard. Our strength conditioning is so hard. You got that 8 weeks or whatever of just blood, sweat, and tears, working around injuries, getting over injuries, training your ass off to go out there and lose. It is just devastating. When you're going slap league, you don't even work out, you don't even train for that. You're just going in there.
Did you watch it? Did you watch the show? Oh, bro.
I can't bring myself to watch
So
it.
I'm a fan of like 3 of them. Like, I'm a fan of the Wolverine, the dude with the long red beard. Yeah, bro, he's got a smack on him.
I watch it. I can't. I knew that Samoan dude's got some heavy hands. I know
The crazy Hawaiian guy. He's from Spring. He lives in Springfield, Missouri. That's where I first started fighting. So I got to link up with this dude somehow because he smacked the shit out of this big dude. Like it was crazy. And then the chick, the big muscly chick, and then there's a black guy that's a lawyer that's in law school, and he's doing it. He's got a smack on him like a motherfucker, boy. But like, you just have to see it. Like the way they talk about training camp and I've sacrificed all this for my life. It just looks like a joke, but
There's
they're
no fucking way they have a training camp. What are you gonna do? What is your training camp?
I've seen guys at the use that little machine. They're like working on their little, they're getting that slap right. They're getting that form. They're sizing the hand up. There's a lot of shit you gotta do. You don't know, Chaz.
the only thing I wish they did different to see who goes first is they should do rock paper scissors, like 2 out of 3, instead of a coin toss. Like at least you two are battling for who goes first. They should line up at the front table, rock paper scissors 2 out of 3, and then get they smack on.
I agree. Make them win the rock paper scissors.
Yo, time out. Why are there no transgenders in the slap thing?
I could have swore I saw one last night, bro. The one that the girl from Miami, the real like the big chick that made the chick do the somersault from her knockout, she smacked with a girl that was pretty manly looking. Like I thought she was gonna give her a run for her money, but she didn't last after the second smack. Like she it was a history-making KO is what they're saying. She smacked the shit out of her. I tell you that.
I'm gonna watch the next one. Is the production good?
It's just like UFC fights. It's fucking ridiculous, bro. Every fight they have, you hear their story, their background story. They walk out from the back. Like they don't even like line them up. Like they walk out from the locker rooms. Like their walks are longer than some of ours. And they got full-blown camera, full production. It's at the Apex. Like that's crazy. Like I was thinking this. What's up?
Drug tests? Do they?
Yeah, and they do get drug tested. And the fucking crazy thing is, not too long ago, a guy got popped for coke, and he got suspended or he couldn't smack. And I'm thinking, cocaine, like. Why? Like, penalize him for that? Like, I almost think you need to be coked up a little bit to do some shit like this. Like,
boys in the back doing some snacks, preparing for snack.
For sure.
Championship for real.
Yeah, it's crazy. Think about like dating one of the girls that are in the slap league. Like, imagine getting into an argument and she smacks you.
Yeah.
You imagine just smacking that ass, though.
Yeah, you get into this thing, you're naturally ready to slap the shit out of someone.
Somebody, right?
We naturally are ready to kick or punch somebody. They go around with that hand cocked, like sculpt, ready to slap somebody.
And I think they cheat a lot too. Like a lot of them use the base of their hands and they hit like towards their ear, so it's knocking them completely out. Like it's not a smack. Like a smack needs to be like.
Yeah. They're like palming it.
4 fingers, yeah. They're actually like hitting people with the side of their hands like this, and bro, that's instant concussion, instant brain bleeding.
100%. That's why I can't watch it, because I'm watching these guys receive concussions constantly. Like every slap, someone just lost a brain cell.
And they got guys behind them to catch them too, which I think is bullshit. Like if you're gonna consider yourself a real fighter and you're a fighter, you're this tough guy, okay, then don't get caught. Like there's not refs behind us. Like my last fight, my fucking head bounced off the cage when I got knocked out. Like let their heads bounce off the mat then. Like they got like 30 seconds to get up.
I don't think that's a mat, dog.
The floor of the mat or something.
They're gonna lose too many athletes being slapped at sleep and then getting slapped by the ground.
But see, they have a chance to get up. So they get knocked down. I think they hold them and let them like slowly, like gently fall. And then they have like a count. They got like a 10 count to get up. And then they can go. So it's serious, bro. But yeah, they get, I don't know.
Shit, MMA should have a 10 count. There'd be a lot more fights that last longer if there was a 10 count.
Man, that's, I think MMA would be too dangerous. I think MMA would be dangerous if there was a 10 count. Because like you think of boxing, I mean, you see some of these boxing guys, they get kind of punch drunk because they're taking how many shots to the
for
head
15 rounds.
In MMA, bro, when you get rocked, someone's falling up to put you out, it's over.
It should be over.
Yeah, we don't take much damage.
The opportunity to keep getting up and you just fucking stumbling around, getting beat up. Like, nah,
Yeah, that was that Congo fight. I saw Congo get knocked out, like slumped across the cage, knocked out, woke up again, knocked out, and then he ended up knocking the guy out. But
That was my first fight in the UFC when I fought Edward Favolato, or I fought somebody. I know that Matt Mitrione fought in that card with me. Chuck Congo fought Pat Barry. Fought Pat Barry. Yeah. And me and Matt are sitting on the sideline because we're arguing about who should get the bonus. Like we both got knockouts. I'm like, oh, it's my bonus for sure. Ain't nobody worried about your sloppy ass knockout, Matt. Like, and then we watched this fight. I'm like, damn. There goes both. We both looked at each other. There goes both of our knockouts. Like Pat Barry got knocked out, and then Chuck Congo got knocked out like 3 times, right? And then he woke up.
Exactly. If them motherfuckers had a 10 count, that should have been over.
Bro, it was the craziest thing to watch, like in person. Like, cause Chuck Congo, remember he was like dead, and he like woke up and started back fighting, and it was crazy. But yeah, that was a wild one.
Yeah, that shit was wild. That's like one of those fights that's forever gonna be on the highlights. Like, you know, forever gonna be on like wildest knockout highlights.
Yeah, for sure. So we got NBA season just kicked off. What y'all think about that? Some big news. Did y'all hear about Dwight Howard coming out or getting caught?
Of course we've heard about Dwight
See,
Howard.
I didn't hear about that shit, but I knew that dude was gay ever since he got in the league. Like, I looked at him like, bro, this dude's gay for sure.
As soon as he turned his hair purple, I was like, yeah, those rumors are true.
But I heard he was like,
that's when shit was getting weird.
like force raping like trannies. And speaking of transsexuals, like they just got the Bud Light deal. You see that in UFC, so they're bringing that back. But like a tranny's like, yeah, I heard he was like inviting them over and like forcing them to have sex with him.
Well, he apparently on this first date he had some other dude there named Kitty. And Kitty was waiting at his
Kitty? Like meow?
Kenny.
Yeah, okay, there was a man named Kitty in the hotel room. So he's meeting up with this other guy who was like a first date type of thing. And he gets to the hotel or whatever. And he's like, oh, yeah, when I get there, it's Dwight Howard. But he also had this man named Kitty. And then Dwight forced himself on this man, and the man wanted to Uber home. But then after Kitty fucked him, Dwight made Kitty take him home. So it's like,
So these are actual men, or used to be men?
it was 3 men in a room. Dwight, Kitty, and some other dude. and Kitty drove home with the other guy.
They left Dwight by himself, and they went home with each other.
Dwight was like, "My job here is done." Kitty, take him out here.
I hear a lot. I hear a lot of those dudes are on some gay shit. I hear a lot of NFL players are too. But
The world is getting weird out there, son. It's hard out here now. Shit, these trans is really out here confusing the shit out of us men.
Well, I mean, you know,
That's
when
a
you
real
fuck as many
statement.
girls as I have, you just get tired of that shit. You gotta start fucking dudes.
yeah, Chaz, I knew you were like that.
Yeah, boy, you
Queer.
knew that because of how many times we grappled together.
Yeah, a few times your hands went where they weren't supposed to go.
Hey, I'll put legs in on you several times, bro. I'll hit you back more times than I can count.
I think you even tried to lick my balls once over here
Oh, come
grappling.
on, man. Come on.
This is how you get out of a triangle.
No, that's how you get out of a triangle. To
We're
fucking
not doing that.
Let me show you. Come here.
Yeah, that's fucking funny. Who's you guys' pick for the World Series? I'm going with Texas Rangers.
Oh, dude.
AZ
Rangers,
in the house.
baby.
AZ in the house. I'm the only Diamondback guy here. I'll take it.
Oh yeah,
You know, I
yeah.
want to ASU, so we're gonna go ahead and go with the AZ's town. We're going with the Diamondbacks since they haven't been there in a long time anyway.
Yeah, dude. No, man. The Rangers are gonna take this shit. This is our time. 2011 was our last time in the World Series. You know, we were down. We were 1 strike away from winning that shit,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we blew it. Game 6, bro.
I got a friend that I went to college with who's a big Texas Rangers fan, big Dallas Mavs fan, and big Cowboys fan, and he's at all the games. I know he's going crazy. I gotta actually call him right now. He's going crazy that the Rangers are in the final, so I'm definitely
Dude,
excited.
I'm a huge baseball fan, huge Rangers fan. I've been a Rangers fan my whole life. You know, this game 1, this is gonna be an interesting one. Tomorrow night we got Evaldi. Been pitching lights out, man. Throughout the entire season. He's got a great ERA. He's like a 3 point. I can look it up. 3.6, I think, something like that.
Real
ERA.
quick
He's
question. What
got,
happened with all that?
12 wins on the season, huh?
I got a question. What happened with all that? Like all that. Them beating on the Astros doing all that.
Houston. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
got caught cheating again this year, didn't they?
I don't think they got caught. I don't know if they got caught cheating this year. I haven't heard about that, but yeah, they were just basically calling out the pitches. They were looking at the signs, calling out the pitches, and beating on a drum, beating on a garbage can. I said my idea for when we played the Astros, I said that somebody needs to make little souvenir cups that are garbage cans, and there needs to be a drumstick attached to it. So when you're done drinking your cup, you can start fucking
German.
beating on the
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah, but no, dude, those fucking cheaters. Fuck the Astros. Dude, fuck the Astros. I hate that fucking team. I mean, I'm in fantasy baseball, and I got Framber on my team. I've got Kyle Tucker on my team, Jordan on my team. I like the players. I like some of the individual players.
Yeah, Kyle Tucker can hit, boy. That boy can
Yeah.
play. He can really play. So I don't know many players by names, but when I did, I used to gamble a lot. So baseball was the sport that I gambled on because there's just so many games. I'm like, I can't lose on all of them. Fucking 20 games a day. So, but that would get me to watch the games and everything. What do you think they're gonna do with Ohtani in LA? Is he gone? I heard he just left the locker room one day after a
Never
game.
kicked back. He's like, you know what? I'm done with this. You guys suck. I'm coming back
Well,
this
I
year.
mean,
Going to the
God's honest
Yankees.
truth though, they should have tried to dish him right before, because they had the opportunity to dish him, and then he got hurt. They weren't going anywhere. They weren't gonna make the playoffs, right? They said that they thought they had a playoff run in them still when they didn't. We had the Astros, the Mariners, and the Rangers all with the same record coming down the stretch. We had the best division in baseball. We had 3 teams that were both fighting for the number 1 spot in our division, all with the same record and different tiebreakers. It was insane.
Yeah, it's craziness. All right, guys. Before we get out of here, what do you guys think of John Jones getting hurt? Damn, I was excited for that fight, bro. I think it's something with that though. I watched the video. Dude was big. I don't know. I think this is a
That sucks, man. I didn't see him get hurt, but I heard about it. So
yeah,
that-
there's a video going around he did something to his chest or pec. I just like talking shit, so this is what I'm gonna say about the situation. I know John's cool. I think he's trying to get out of fucking getting retested again by USADA because they're not fully gone. And we got emails the other day about regular testing still happening, this and that, and then the next morning he has got to pull out of his fight because of an injury. I thought that was just a weird coincidence. So.
Well, they were saying he's gonna have to have surgery, so I guess we'll see.
Yeah,
I
but
actually had the surgery. If you can see my
damn, you're
I had
white.
that surgery.
You look like a bottle of Elmer's glue. 100%, bro.
That's funny. This fool used to eat Elmer's glue when he was a kid. That's why he said that.
Sometimes, I mean, that shit was good. You saw Billy Madison?
Oh yeah. So if he really is having that surgery, that's it's a tough surgery. It was hard, it was a hard one, but hey, shout out to James Ross down in Fort Lauderdale, Dr. James Ross, Jim Ross down in Fort Lauderdale. If he gets that surgery, it's a very uncommon surgery. It's like a weightlifter surgery a lot of times. It's a pectoralis major tendon tear from the bone.
Yeah.
And Dr. Ross down in South Florida, dude, my shit feels better than it did before I had the surgery. It feels looser. It feels
Well, I hope they're faking it, and they just want some time to clear a system out for these new drug testers coming around.
But it would be street drugs. I don't think John is on roids. I think
He got caught with the Picos.
the picogram.
The picograms. He's the picogram guy. Which he did make a funny statement. He's like, yeah, I went through all that shit. So I don't know. I'm just talking shit, but it almost seems like, oh, USADA's out of the picture? Shit, give me that. Give me those picograms back. Let me get some of that shit. And now they're not. They're back in the picture. So, oh, shit, let's do something because an injury.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it doesn't not make sense what you're saying. But another thing is they were never going to stop testing altogether. I mean,
It seemed that way. It seemed that way. It looked like we all weren't gonna get tested until next year sometime, until like January, because that's when the new program starts. So that's how it seemed like it was gonna happen. Like, oh, okay, you guys, USADA's out. We won't get testing back until January. So I can see a lot of these fighters running and trying to go get on shit before all these new tests came out. Him, I don't know. I'm just talking shit like I said, but he's hands down the greatest to do this game. And it's like leaps beyond the next person. I think like what he's done in the game and how he's done it and just how good he is. Like the only thing he's missing is punching power.
I agree. I think he's the best ever, like for sure. It sucks that his legacy has kind of been tainted a little bit by his actions. But to me, man, he was a young guy that just shot to the top. It's like I mean, whatever, dude. He's still the greatest ever fight.
I don't think that to me it doesn't taint his legacy because I was of the era of loving Michael Jordan, but I think LeBron James is a little bit better because of how he's able to deal with what society is or the new nuances of being today's athlete. I think John Jones gets that pass of being the greatest athlete without also having to deal with having his life grow up in the public eye.
What's the worst thing he did? Hit the pregnant lady in the car?
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That's the worst thing in that. I mean, that's pretty bad. He didn't know she was pregnant.
Yeah, that was bad.
You know?
Did he have a domestic violence thing in a hotel? Was that him?
Who doesn't have domestic violence these days, bro? These, like, fuck. Do a little coke here and there. Your girl starts yelling at you in your face.
It just seemed like there for a little bit, and I'm not even trashing on him. I'm the person who says give him a pass. I honestly.
He's been given passes. He's been given a lot of passes, and because he's the GOAT. Because he's the GOAT.
Think that there was a period of time when he was always in the news. Like it was pretty consistent. It was one thing or the next.
Yeah. The other thing I don't like about him is how fake he acts. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know him personally, so I
do that.
I know him personally. I did 7 weeks with him. I was the wrestling coach for Tough 17 when they were doing when they were going against Chael Sonnen. And so I was in the show. I did the 7 weeks, and they put me on the show. So yeah, I know exactly what you mean by like how kind of like fake he acts, because there's an act of being John Jones, the UFC fighter, and everyone knows him, and then there's Jonathan, little brother of Arthur, and all the other rest of the guys.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, he's a cool dude, but like I spent some time with him, and we seemed like cool and like everything was good, and then I saw him once at a fight, and he was acting like he didn't know me. I was like, damn, John is like that, motherfucker. You got the title and you got all this money, and now I'm fucking a new, different person. Like, okay,
but
get your fake ass on.
Yeah, he does that where he doesn't know you sometimes. Like you'll be having a great time one on Thursday, and then you'll see him out at the party and be like, "Oh, what's up, John?" And he'd be like,
big league.
Yeah, it's weird. I've never done that to people, but he's the only one that I've actually seen do. I know a lot of celebrities, and I know a lot of people who are done with the celebrity part of it. So they don't act like they know you. They don't want to get to fucking know you. They don't want to know you at all. There's like certain celebrity like Rampage Jackson. Don't try to see Rampage Jackson on Saturday night in Vegas. He not gonna take a picture with you.
I heard somebody saw him in a casino in St. Louis, and he was out there a big dickhead. Dude was like, his fat ass was sitting at a blackjack table acting this way.
But there are some superstar athletes, not only fighters, but athletes that are just done with being in the public eye. So when you see them, or when you expect them to be this, hey man, let me sign your shirt. Man, good job, stay in school. When you expect them to be this guy, and they're like, get the fuck out of my face. Don't you see me smoking a blunt? Like when you get that realness from them, you get that dickheadedness that a lot of these fighters are done with. They don't want that stardom.
Here's my thing with it all though. And this is probably actually a downfall of mine, but probably something I could have made myself a little more marketable, is that I am who I am, and I am exactly who I am all the time. Like if I'm John Jones, it doesn't matter what. If I'm fucking out doing coke on the weekends, whatever, like I like to party, I like to do this, I like to do that. I'm for me, there's no reason to have an act and act like you don't, or you're somebody you're not. If I don't want to fucking deal with people, I'm a dick. I'm gonna be a dick to everybody. I'm gonna be a dick in front of the camera.
Yeah, just don't
I'm
act
gonna
like
be
a
I'm
different
gonna go-
person
I'm gonna
on
go
camera.
forward.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
to me,
what I don't
that
like.
shit doesn't matter. Even with my coaches, always, I think it was a frustrating thing for some of my coaches at times. Is like, I would leave practice like, man, I'm gonna go get fucking drunk. I need a beer. You know, they're like, what are you talking? Like, what the fuck are
You
you
can't
talking
say
about?
that.
It's just like, man, I
Yeah.
don't care. I'm going to get a fucking beer. I don't care.
Yeah. A happy fighter is a dangerous
Yeah.
fighter. And
I was
sometimes
just
you
talking
wanna be
to
happy.
I was just talking to Jordan Oliver. He's down here training with us. Bubba, you know who he is. Yeah, he's real good. And he was telling me a story about one of his coaches back in college. Was like he was so strict, but he was getting tensed up from being so strict and being dialed in so much. The coach was like, bro, you need to go out tonight. Like, go do something. He's like, you can't. He told me that you can't come back to practice unless you're smelling like alcohol. And he said he did, and he came back and like everything was like fresh and brand new, and he just started wrestling better. So it is maybe a good and a bad thing. Like, bro, you need to go like release real quick. Like, you're too bottled up almost.
Yeah, there's that time when you're wound too tight that everything that happens, every little reaction, every little emotion, it's the lowest of the low and the highest of the high. So you can't have that when you're trying to have that opportunity of greatness on sports. It's just too close to
Yeah.
the time.
I agree. There is a time to buckle down though, but dude, sometimes you just got to release, man. Sometimes you just got to. You
Yeah,
have to.
a
It's just-
happy fighter is a dangerous fighter. And there are some times where I'm on my diet, I'm doing great, everything's going good, and I'm 6-7 days out. And normally I wouldn't, but I'm just gonna drink this ginger ale and hit this bowl. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just to it's my little bit of you know what I'm drinking some soda, I'm drinking some, and I'm smoking some weed. I'm probably not supposed to, but it's my little bit of a, you know what? It's my cheat day.
That's good if ginger ale is your cheat day. My fucking cheat. or the
Yeah, I'm dropping
release.
some tequila in that ginger ale.
Something go to the strip club, get some asses thrown in my face, and relax or
Yeah.
something. Like he said, ginger ale in a bowl. Like, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you really letting your hair down over there? Like, easy, brother, easy. Don't do too much, bro.
We need an
Oh, shit, bro.
insurance.
I'm
Man, you got a bowl of
trying to go see
ginger
some
ale in it,
titties.
Nah, there's definitely time. I live in Vegas, so there's definitely times where we really let our hair down. But for the children out there, yeah, man, a little bowl.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Kids these days are probably doing the same thing. Shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So how you feeling right now, bro? How you feeling? Like you're in your camp?
Oh man, feeling good. I got a little knick-knack hip injury right now, so I'm 30 days out. So I'm trying to, I got to get the weight down. I'm about 166, going down to 45, and I'm the alternate for the championship. So if the guy that beat me last time in the playoffs, he didn't make weight for that fight, and it's a longer time, it's a longer gap, it's a longer time, and he is a bigger 45 pounder. So everybody in my camp's like, hey, make sure you're ready to go 5 rounds and make sure you got that extra pound in you to cut, because you possibly could be the alternate for the championship, because it's been some time off and this guy doesn't do well with.
So
weight
how's
cutting.
that PFL tournament work? Like, are you in the tournament? Like, is this quarterfinals or finals or not?
This is just a showcase match. So we have
Okay.
two regular seasons. You get 10 fighters. You get 2 regular season fights. Like, you get the 82 games of, you get regular season. And in those regular season, you got to get a certain amount of points, whether you get the knockouts or the submissions or you win all 3 rounds or whatever. In those 2 fights, you collect points. Only the top 4 of the 10 fighters go to the playoffs. So you get the number 1 seed to the number 4 seed.
And that's when the real tournament starts.
It's only 1 playoff. So it's 2 regular season fights. Everyone's guaranteed 2 regular season fights. So you're going to fight in February and you're going to fight in April. Those are your 2 regular season fights. But that might be the end of your season if you won, go 0 for 2, or go 1-1, or go 2-0 but don't get any knockouts. You can go 2-0 and have 6 points, and someone can out on the last night and have 6 points. Is a win is 3 points. A knockout is 6 points. So
Okay.
it's go like that. But after the playoffs, I was the number 1
Crazy,
seed in the
right?
playoffs. Yeah, it's just crazy. I was the number 1 seed in the play, got beat by the number 4 seed guy, tragically, and the number 2 seed guy is on the other side of the bracket. So it's number 2 and number 4, and then me and Wade are gonna fight just because it's a trilogy, not because it's like you got to go for third and fourth. But
Yeah.
the tournament's over. There are the first and second place still to be decided by every weight class. The 45ers, the 55ers, the 70s. The championship night is still that night. But on the undercard, they got showcase fights, different fights that are going to happen. And that's where the trilogy with me and Wade are going to come in. Not in the tournament, but just as a part of the finale of the PFL this year.
But if that fool doesn't make weight, you get to step into the finals.
Yes. I would
Oh,
be
perfect.
I would
I
be-
hope he doesn't make weight.
Absolutely. You
See,
damn
that's
right.
how
I think
Postman.
fight for $1 million.
That's how Postman got his fight with Rory. Somebody like the guy couldn't come over because of a visa issue or something, and
Yeah.
and Postman ended up knocking Rory out, and then he got his ticket to the finals. So
I wonder if that was weird considering Rory was came to train with us a little bit, huh?
you know how the fight game goes, man. Like,
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I wonder how when they were training together, how it was going because I never saw him go.
Roy, I think would get him a little bit on the ground, but Postman's a black belt. He's great on the ground, and he's got some great stand up on him. I can't really remember who got the best of who at training, but I know Postman got the best of him in the fight. So
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't know that guy had good grappling. I actually thought that he was like more of a shot. I didn't know that his grappling was pretty good.
yeah,
And the first time I went with him, he pissed me the fuck off, dude. Because I was like, because you know how it is. You're in that mindset of like, oh, this guy's not that good on the ground. I'm just gonna like,
Yeah.
kind of whatever.
pressed your ass up, didn't he?
Yeah, then he started whooping my ass. I was like, God damn it.
Because he's big and he's strong, bro. Yeah, he's a grappler. That's his first trade. Because
didn't know that.
because he's still a little green on the striking, but yeah, he's a big grappler, heavy guy, great guy.
Yeah, strong guy. He's good. He's solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, PFL got some good fighters. Don't be shitting on our PFL now. We can,
And y'all about to get some more fighters from Bellator whenever they make that switch.
So yeah, I'm actually fighting on that card. I don't know who I'm fighting. I don't know where I'm fighting, but I know that the PFL has hit me up and they're like, "Hey, so yeah, we just bought Bellator and we want to make sure that you're on that showcase fight. You're one of our favorite fighters, one of our guys, and we want to make sure that PFL looks good on that night. So we want to match you up with someone from Bellator." And I was like,
Definitely.
So they actually, so it's a done deal.
last time I checked, it was a done deal. Yes.
Wow.
But I'm not in. Don't check in with me on shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't particular with that
Right
stuff.
on, right on. Well, you guys got some final thoughts. Great show, great conversation. My hot topic was Slap League. I'm a fan now. That shit's funny.
No, I just the only thing I'm caring about right now is baseball. I don't give a fuck about anything else.
Rangers.
We
Yeah.
need the Rangers to win, baby. Let's go. We need this. We need this for Texas. We need this for Dallas, Fort Worth. The Cowboys been letting us down for way too long.
They're
Houston, I would
terrible.
say too, but
They're terrible.
We'll
Not
speak on
even
that. We'll
hard,
speak on
bro.
that when we got some more time because I can go all day
Yeah.
about Dak's trash ass.
My closing comments, man, is just with so much going on in the world, let's just be grateful because every day you're seeing on the news, random people are waking up with their children gone, and babies are dying all over the place. Let's just try to be in a place of being grateful because there is so much shitty stuff going on that we don't know about. That if we can just be in our moment and be in our place and understand that, man, things aren't as bad as it is other places, and just be grateful for who we are and what we're doing, what we're going through. We're literally living, like he said, we're living somebody's dream.
that's right.
Somebody's.
Agreed.
Right on, right on. Appreciate it. Well, love the talk. Love the conversations today, guys. Everybody at home, check out Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Catch 3 Pros in a Pod
Get
to
your
a
merch.
computer screen near you. My man
your
Bubba.
merch. You see me swagged out?
Yeah. Get your merch, guys. We donate portion of the merch payment to any charity. We'll have a list of charities on you guys, so maybe that'll help us move some merch for a little bit and help a good cause. So, guys, appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Shout out to Get Biofuel, Impact Dental Designs, Face Meets Fist, and hopefully that list gets longer and longer as we go.
Shout out to all the sponsors. We love you guys.
Hungry